Pickett was born into the Smoots family in St. George way back in 1919. That means next June she will be 92 years old. But as amazing as it is to live that long, what Fawn did during those years is what made us ask her, "You did that?"
From her youth, Fawn was an incredible dancer. Her daughter Shauna says that in her mother's passionate approach to dance, she would make her body do impossible things just for the fierce joy of it. I spoke with Fawn recently in her St. George home.
So how old were you when you first began to dance?
My mother said I danced out.
Danced out of the womb?
She used to play the piano for me, and everyone that would come to the house, she'd have me dance.
Dan Watson knew about Fawn as he grew up in St. George.
But she was known as the best dancer in Dixie High School and Dixie College.
Later, at the McEwen School of Art and Music, Fawn caught the eye of an associate of the great pioneer of modern dance, Martha Graham. He convinced Fawn that she needed to go to New York City and audition for Martha Graham's company.
Well, what was it like to dance for the great Martha Graham?
Well, it was so unbelievable.
While Fawn was in New York, World War II ended, and as she watched the celebration in Times Square from a window, she witnessed this iconic picture from VJ Day being taken.
My friends and I were in many stories high up, looking down on this scene. And all of a sudden, I looked down and saw this sailor just weaving through the crowds. He was very tall. And he finally found this nurse, grabbed her, bent her over backwards, and held her.
And was there a photographer there?
And a photographer just snapped it, and it got in the news.
I was still maybe 14 or 15 when she left and went to New York. And when she returned home, she got a number of us to perform a dance that she was preparing for the University of Utah Stadium. You know, I prefer dancing to eating, and it was quite an interesting dance. And after we performed at the University of Utah Stadium, our group was chosen to perform at the Orange Show Stadium in San Bernardino, California, with Colleen Hutchins, who, as Miss Utah, had just become Miss America for 1952.
Dan partnered with Winona Stanley in several of Fawn's dance groups. Fawn later choreographed the numbers for a Hollywood movie filmed in St. George in which Winona performed.
She showed up those Hollywood people so much. We did these ritual dances, and it was all
Well, you did a lot of choreography for a movie here in St. George, is that right?
Wild women.
And you choreographed the dancing for that movie, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
It was fun.
That's
great.
great.
It was fun.
Fawn taught dance at locations around the world where her husband Evan was stationed in the military. She pushed her students beyond their perceived limits and sent many of them on to professional dance schools and dance careers. Fawn and Evan eventually had 2 daughters and 1 son.
Were your children in all your dance classes?
My children were all musicians.
Oh, did your son dance in any of your classes?
No.
He didn't dance.
My husband said, "You give him his first lesson and I'll break all of your legs."
But Fawn is just the ultimate. And to see how she moves today at 91, you can tell that she is a dancer extraordinaire.
Fawn is not only a graceful person, she's also very gracious. It's been wonderful to get to know her. If you know someone in our area who has done something extraordinary, call me at 435-879-4274 or visit southernutahnow.com and click on Contact.